Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Psychodelic Kitten, and we're playing another demo called Cabernet Party for Introverts. Let's click on it. Alright. Begin story. Poor rabbit. Eastern Europe, end of the 19th century.
Thank you all for coming here today to say goodbye to my Lisa.
Aww. 1872 to 18 whatever.
I never thought I would bury my own daughter. My own blood, my pride.
It's her daughter.
I can't do this. Go, please say something. I just can't.
There. It's all right. What can I say about someone dying so young? Particularly someone as special as Lisa. If I may, I won't dwell on the circumstances of her tragic death today. Instead, I'd like us to celebrate her life, despite her obvious calling for medicine. When she was little, I always thought she would become
A doctor?
Actually, I always knew she would be a doctor. It was her destiny. I remember that one day her brother was running amok inside the house until he fell over and badly scraped his knee. Before I even blinked, an 8-year-old Lisa ran to the kitchen, got a bottle of vodka and a clean towel, dressed the wound, and tied it up. Such a bright girl. Always a top student, always the pride of her parents. By the time she graduated,
Thirst for written word. Scientific mind.
Lisa knew everything there was to learn from books about science in our enlightened age. Laws of physics, human anatomy, chemical solutions, you name it. Every time she went on about this scientist or that discovery, she'd light up like a matchstick. Most of the time I couldn't understand a word of it, but I just nodded along and mused at how bright our girl was. I can't tell you how proud we all were when she was accepted at the medical academy. I had no doubt that she was destined for greatness. But to become a doctor, one of the first women to achieve that in the whole country, if someone deserved that honor, it was our Lisa. But my niece was so much more than a gifted student.
But more than a good student, passionate artist.
Even with all her talent for science, what everybody truly knew her by was her artistic nature and angelic voice. Do you remember her summer night performances at the cabin?
Oh, okay. Whatever you pick comes up here. Sweet.
Her singing, no matter the song, time or place, it felt like it spoke to you alone. Haunting, otherworldly, beautiful. She was my favorite niece. Let us raise a glass to her.
Don't tell your other nieces if you have any.
Pour some vodka for Kolya, too. He is old enough to send his sister off. A piece of my soul went into the ground with her today, as I'm sure did many of yours. Let those pieces help Lisa, wherever she is now. To Lisa.
Drinking in silence.
When I was a little girl, I often had trouble falling asleep. My mother used to sing me this lullaby to comfort me. Tonight, I slept deeper than I had in my entire life. I had a disturbing dream that a string was coming out of my mouth. When I started pulling it, I realized that it came from all the way down my throat, buried somewhere deep in my body. I kept pulling, but I couldn't go too quickly for fear of burning myself with friction. Finally, the whole string was out. I felt relieved, but also strangely empty. I realized that I was in my bed, with my mother sitting beside me, crying. I didn't know why she was in tears, but I knew it was my fault.
Whoa. Okay, do I move her? Dear Lord.
Mom? Cola?
Body feels like it's stuffed with cotton, like I slept for days. How do you know what being stuffed with cotton feels like? Can't see further than something. I don't know, that went too far. Can't see further than my own fingers. I should take the lamp with me. Ah. Wait. Are this a nightmare or I'm in hell? This feels too real to be a bad dream. Old kerosene lamp, some left in the room. Let's add to the inventory. Oh, hey.
The cupboard is locked. Why would anyone keep something of value in a place like this?
Okay.
My medical journal from the academy and my family medallion. Who could have brought this here?
Lisa's medallion. Handcrafted sterling silver medallion passed on Lisa by her father. Open task and found quest. Oh, okay. It's June 1st. It's a Saturday, just in case anyone's wondering. Okay, so she got the credentials I gave her. Don't know what this is yet. Coins, rank 1. Escape the chamber. Got it.
Locked.
I lied. We're not getting out.
Hello? Anyone? Please help. I'm stuck here. Anyone!
That wasn't helpful.
Lilies of the valley. My favorite flower. Who put them in this room? It's disturbing to see them here.
Uh-oh.
Hello? Who is this? I'm locked inside. Please help. Are you still there?
Oh, that's creepy.
Maybe you can't talk? Please knock twice for yes and once for no. Thank goodness. Can you help me open the door? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Might want to back away.
Will you help me?
Oh, shit.
What is it that you want from me?
Money.
I'm not wealthy, but I know some people who can lend me money, and
No. Treatment?
I'm a doctor by trade. I can heal you if you're sick, or come on call anytime, day or night.
No.
I don't have much, but I can owe you a favor? And it's settled. Whoever you are, do you hear me? If you open this door, I, Yelizaveta Morozova, We'll be in your debt.
Seriously? He was too easy, I guess.
Ah! What the hell is this?
What did he do to
My
us?
shoulder just felt like it was burning up. I can't see anything from this angle. I should check up on it later.
He poisoned you. Maybe. Can we get out?
It's open.
Haha!
No one. What have I gotten myself into?
Press tab and parachute distribute leads us new skill points. It said, what? Character sheet. Character sheet. Aha! Ha! Ha! Earning experience points increases your rank, allowing to upgrade your skills. Press plus and minus next to a skill you'd like to modify. Once you've finished distributing all the points, press accept changes. You might want one of those. And probably one of those. But I don't know what they do yet. Literature and writing's kind of nice, I would say. I don't know what the fuck I just did, but okay. Seek a way out.
Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Rat scurrying, that's creepy.
What a peculiar painting.
Steady expression.
The husband and wife in the picture don't look very happy.
Oh, that's why.
If I had to guess, I'd say it wasn't the perfect marriage.
So she can do things off these skill points, makes sense. But you can't examine the people because we don't have history. Okay. I mean, we do, but not 7.
It smells like death here. There's someone's money in here. I could live on this for a week.
5 coins? Fucking era do you live in?
After all that has happened, I think I deserve this.
I don't know what the hell that meant. Leism morality is still shaping certain choices will provide you with humanity or nihilism points. Some choices will only become available to Lisa after she reaches certain levels. So I'm guessing the nihilism is bad. Whoops.
The mirror is covered by a sheet. People only do that when someone dies.
I remember that. From a gruesome murder that happened here in my state, but in a different city in like, I don't know, 1912, I think? And like, the murderer put these things on all the mirrors. I guess look up Axe Murder House in Iowa. Can't remember the name of the city.
Mother explained that this is so the dead soul does not get lost and trapped inside.
Yep,
Silly
pretty much.
superstition, of course.
Remove the covers.
We live in the age of science where there's no room for this nonsense. What is this? Where is my reflection? I can't see myself. It must be a trick mirror.
Fucking hope so. That or you're a vampire. So do we have any... I don't even know where they tell you your thingies are. Okay, so you got these boxes. It'll probably tell me when I can do this again then, huh? You get relationships? Okay. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Eerie.
Study the painting.
It's hard to say without seeing the face, but this dress. Could it be the same girl from the first painting?
Kind of looks like it.
It's hard to say without seeing.
Oh yeah, you already
Could
said
it be
that.
the same girl from?
Leave. Kind of looks like it.
Oh, this is unbearable. I'm a doctor. I can get through this. I just need to look straight ahead. Give me strength, no matter what is on the other side.
There, gain experience points.
What in heavens is all this?
Higher society.
I will make sense of all this later.
Huh.
Something is wrong. My head is spinning.
And we look like we just dug our way out of our own grave.
I feel the floor slipping from under my feet.
Would you look at her? How does one have the gall to show at the Countess's manor in such a filthy outfit?
Hey, I didn't ask for this
She
outfit,
must be a
man.
nihilist. It's spreading all over the country like a plague.
How rude.
You two don't know what you're talking about. It's the latest rage in Paris now. The dirtier, the better.
Seriously? Okay. How rude. Wonder if I was kidnapped or something. Oh, move up, duh. I can't get past these people. Freaking ass hats, alright. There we go.
Have you heard? The Countess is sending me on a special assignment to the capital.
You
Miss,
lucky
are you
devil.
all right?
I've been stuck
Mind
here
your
for
own
years.
business, Petya. It's rude to stare at a lady.
For real.
Sorry.
I'm starving, and the food looks so fresh and delicious, but the strangest thing is, I have absolutely no appetite for it.
I know it's not ideal, Countess Orlova, but I'm afraid there is not much we can do at this point.
Of course now there bloody isn't. The right time to act was last week.
I don't understand where this influx of product is coming from. It's undercutting our prices.
Where were you when I...
Who is this creature?
Excuse you?
Darling, you look like a little domovoy.
Whatever that is.
Come over here. I don't bite.
Hello,
Introduce yourselves.
I'm Eliza.
You must be the doctor's new apprentice. Look at you, poor thing. You must be fresh out of the ground.
Feels like it.
Excuse me?
Ugh, nobody must have actually inducted you.
Whatever
How
that
typical.
means.
No surprise with the men around here. Hussar, why is she in such a state?
She was not supposed to wake.
I'd love to catch you up, dear, but sadly I have some urgent business to attend to. Thanks to this gentleman over here. Hussar, be a darling and show this young lady around when she's decent.
How do I get decent? Will someone give me a new dress?
As you wish, madam. If you'll excuse me, I'll go for a smoke on the balcony. You can find me there.
You're excused.
Okay.
If I recall my first day correctly, your head must be killing you. Here, drink this.
Thank you. May I ask what this is?
No, you may not. Just down it.
If you know too much, you'll grow old sooner. Trust me, it will lift your spirits.
Drink from the glass. Hold to drink from the glass. Oh boy.
Whatever this is, it's beyond delicious. It's sweet and thick and tastes like cherry and wild strawberries.
Ew. I bet it's blood.
Thank you. I do feel a lot better all of a sudden.
Now go change. We can't have you gallivanting around in those scrubs. There is a nice dress about your size in the cloakroom. Consider this my welcome gift.
Thank you kindly, madam.
Orlova?
Madam Orlova.
You're welcome, child. Now off you go, change and mingle. Time is money.
You're healthy, hold shift to increase your walk pace. Shift. Oh.
Countess is right. I should get dressed before exploring.
Wait. Is that the way out? Is that the deck? Why would...
Goodness. This must be the dress the Countess was talking about.
Oh.
Such an ornate Western style. It must cost a small fortune.
Maybe I go out the deck after I get dressed.
I want nothing more than to change out of this horrible nightgown, but this is just too much.
Put the dress on.
I can't ruin such beauty with dirt. I better wash up first.
Okay. Makes sense
Another
now.
cloth on a mirror. Something bad must have happened.
Take the cloth off to wash up.
So strange. This mirror doesn't work either. That should do it, hopefully.
What else is in here?
The Countess sure has excellent taste in literature. In other circumstances, I'd spend all day here reading. Goodness, that such an I want.
Okay, we went through that. Put it on. Evening dress. Put on dress.
Perfect. Fits like a glove.
Kind of looks like Jane from Tarzan.
I still don't know what's happening here. Or at least I hope I don't. But delaying the inevitable is just tying my stomach in knots. I need to find that young man and learn the truth.
What the hell is on his head? Oh, he's holding a doll.
Please tell me you have some good news for me.
Hold to activate them. Cost
Good
action
evening,
points?
Hussar.
Ah, there's our belle of the ball. Lisa, right? You actually don't look half bad when you're not covered in graveyard dirt.
Graveyard dirt? First the Countess, now you. Why is everyone going on about funerals?
Surely an educated lady like you must have put together who we are by now, haven't you?
I can't do that. That's literature 8.
I'd rather not guess. Please, just tell me straight. Who are you?
Simply, we are vampires.
Am I dead?
Does this mean I'm dead?
Dead, alive, who the hell cares? Trust me, Lisa, you just won the lottery.
I don't even remember how it happened.
That actually does happen quite a bit. That memory usually comes back soon enough.
Is this why I had no reflection in the mirror?
Duh.
If that's what you're concerned about, you look just fine.
Defense mechanism. My family.
What about my family? When can I see them?
I was worried you will ask me that. Technically, they think you are dead, and it is best for everyone if they keep thinking that. It's true, too.
I can't just leave them like this. They have to know I'm all right.
Look, I know this is too much for you to take in right now. Maybe that's a conversation we should revisit another time.
Must be some sort of a defense mechanism that suppresses a traumatic experience. I have so many questions.
See, that's what I was afraid of. Theory is not my forte. I'm a proponent of learning by doing. Why don't you go talk the ears off some other guests while I finish smoking in peace? After that, I can show you what it's really like to be one of us.
Oh boy.
I suppose I can do that. Could you at least tell me a little bit about the people, the guests in there?
Oh, come on. Where is your spirit of adventure? I'm sure you'll figure it out on your own.
I can't do that.
All right then. I'll go see if someone can actually help me.
Meh.
All right. Thank you kindly. I'll be back soon enough.
No rush, please.
How rude, dude. So can we... I think no. So some things actually just give you the points. Okay. Can't talk to them. What about these
I
guys?
do actually have a model right here with me. I always carry Matilda with me, just in case a good opportunity
Oh,
strikes.
her name's
You never know.
Matilda.
Look into her eyes. Doesn't she look alive to you? Like she's going to blink?
Yes. Well, apologies.
Petya.
Petya, we should probably go discuss some urgent business with the Countess.
Oh, of course. In fact, I'd love to meet her as...
Poor dude.
I don't know how, but I can just sense that he is not one of us. Such a strange feeling. Attraction? No, but something very similar. He is most certainly human.
Okay, let's go pat him on the head and tell him it will be okay.
Oh, hello. It's you, lady in the nightgown. How are you feeling? I was really worried.
Much better. Thank you. I'm Lisa, by the way.
Of course. Where are my manners? I'm Petya.
It's a pleasure. You were the only one who seemed to care about my illness.
Oh, nonsense. They are a lovely bunch around here, just all very busy. The third group I'm pitching my dolls to, and everyone keeps running off for urgent business.
Did you say you're selling dolls?
And making them, yes?
I see you have one with you. May I take a look?
Of course. Matilda here is my favorite. I'd love to get some honest feedback. Well, what do you think?
Beautiful.
Oh, it's just lovely. So detailed and human-like. She reminds me of the one I had when I was a little girl.
That's exactly what I wanted to accomplish. Thank you. I knew someone here would appreciate it. I'm hoping to show her to the Countess. With her approval, the sky's the limit. You know, making toys is what I wanted to do since I was a little boy. My father always called this foolishness, among other things. Said it's not manly work. I never managed to convince him otherwise.
Aww.
I'm sorry. That must have been tough.
Well, here I am, still at it. I do have a feeling that I'm onto something with Matilda. Just you wait. My gut tells me that tonight is going to bring something special, and it's never wrong.
How did you end up being invited here, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, that's all thanks to Elisa, the lovely young woman in the yellow dress. She saw me at the town market and saw some real potential in my work. She said that the people in the manor might be interested in seeing it, and you didn't have to ask me twice.
I see. How is pitching going so far?
Oh boy. Watch them make him out of dinner.
I'll admit, it's a little slow, but the night is still young.
You are an optimistic guy, aren't you, Petya?
My mother used to say that my hope will be the death of me.
And it just might, because they're probably all vampires. Nom nom nom.
But what's the point of living if you don't believe in people and yourself?
You may be right about that. At least, I truly hope you are. Best of luck with everything, Petya. Hope everything works out with the Countess.
As long as she doesn't eat you first.
Thank you, Lisa. You're very kind.
That is a cute doll, though. Can't talk to
Have
them.
you tried the Countess's Cabernet? Honestly, I think this may have been the best one I ever tasted.
I prefer to stick to clear drinks around here. If you really want to try some decent Cabernet, stop by my salon on the main street.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge. I'll take you up on that offer.
Hello.
Hello. I don't think I've seen you around here before. I'm Arbin.
I'm Lisa. Good evening to you, too.
You don't sound so sure. Is it really a good one for you?
Not really. I just learned that I came from graveyard dirt and I may be a vampire.
You're right. If I'm honest, it hasn't been the easiest night.
That's what I thought. My advice is always be honest, unless you absolutely can't be. In the end, it does make everyone feel better.
She's very pretty.
That's a good piece of advice.
Stick with me, lovely. I'm chock full of them.
Countess
I
wine.
couldn't help but overhear that you are a wine expert.
I dabble. I run a literary salon in town and serve drinks there.
How exciting. All kinds of interesting people must come by.
You'd be surprised, my dear, and mildly disappointed. I'd love for you to stop by one day. I'll treat you to a round of something nice.
I'll make sure to visit.
Whew, what was that? That scared the shit out of me.
Since you're an expert, may I ask you about the wine that the Countess gave me? I'll admit I found it delicious, but it wasn't really wine, was it?
It was not. Cabernet was sort of our code word for blood, so we don't shock any innocents. And then we just got used to it. Funny how language works, isn't it?
Yes. Funny. Arbin, I've only just been turned, and all of this is very new to me. May I trouble you for some advice?
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has someone in your family enjoyed wine a little too much?
My father?
Yes. My father. Wine, vodka, anything he can drink, really. You aren't clairvoyant, are you?
Everyone becomes a little clairvoyant if they live long enough and pay attention. I saw you drinking that glass earlier, and I think you should be careful around it, my dear.
Alcohol's my father's problem. It isn't mine.
It's not just alcohol you should be concerned about. You can keep away from it if you want. Blood, however, you will now have to drink, whether you like it or not.
Whether I like it or not.
Demons are hereditary, my dear. Always remember that.
Well, I should get going.
Yeah, because that got a little disturbing real quickly.
Good luck. I have a feeling we'll see each other soon.
Come on. Don't any of you cowards want to have any fun?
My lady, with all due respect, Russian roulette just seems like, too much fun for the night.
Fine, get lost then. Be on your merry way. Who knew that the second time I die would be of boredom?
So do I talk to her? Ah.
Now, would you look at this pretty picture? I could barely recognize you from before. Where did you get this dress?
It's a gift from the Countess. She is very generous.
From the Countess, but says from he Countess.
Huh. I thought it looked familiar. Name is Alisa, by the way.
Lisa, it's a pleasure.
Advice for a new vampire?
So, I've just been turned today.
Congratulations. That must be quite shocking. Thrilling, even. I'm envious, really.
Yes, thank you. I'm not quite sure how to process all this yet. What does one even do with this? Being dead, drinking blood, who knows what else?
Same thing anyone around here does. Masticating plain eternity day after day. Spicing it up any way you can.
Hence the Russian roulette.
We're already dead, aren't we? What else is there to lose? Do you fancy a round?
Maybe some other time.
Suit yourself.
May I ask who was the young man you talked with earlier?
Who, Petya? Why, are you interested?
Goodness, no. I was just making conversation.
Don't be shy. We're not attached. Petya is human. I picked him up at the town market. He is a salesman. A ridiculously bad one at that.
If you two are not an item, may I ask why did you invite him over?
To eat him. Wah, ha, 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 ha.
Because it was my turn.
A turn for what?
To spice up the eternity.
So, it's true what they say? Vampires live forever?
We exist forever. We don't live. But then again, few do.
Does this mean that we can't, stop existing?
Oh, sweetheart, there is nothing easier. Just stop drinking blood for a few days, fall from a high roof, or just step into the sunlight.
I should probably be writing this all down.
So, now that you have eternity on your side, do you consider your existence more valuable?
It's the same.
No, of course not. Pulse or no pulse, life is just as valuable as it always was.
I see. In that case, how would you compare the value of your new existence to, say, Petya's?
Oh boy. Petya's is more valuable.
I'd have to say Petya's. Like you said, what I have now isn't really life.
Fair enough. Still, it's an interesting thought experiment, isn't it?
Indeed. Excuse me. I think someone is calling for me.
Return to what's-his-face. Gotcha.
Good timing. I just finished up.
Yes, how lucky.
Don't be snappy, Lisa. Smoking is an important routine for a soldier. Can't be interrupted. So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
What is going on in the basement of the manor? It's absolutely terrifying down there.
Oh yes, the basement. If I were you, I would just forget all about it.
Seriously? I was stuck down there, bro.
Excuse me?
All I know is that Countess conducts her business and she doesn't enjoy people meddling in it.
If it's so confidential, how come I ended up there in the first place?
Minor oversight. You were supposed to be moved upstairs before you were up, but appears that you are an early riser.
And whose oversight was it, may I ask?
Let's not focus on casting blame, shall we? I say all's well that ends well. So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
How rude. Why ask me if you're not going to answer them? Shoulder burn.
Who ended up letting me out of the chamber?
If I'm honest, I haven't the foggiest idea. I thought you knew.
Well, I don't. And whoever it was gives me the goosebumps. On top of everything, I ended up promising them a favor and felt a bad burn on my shoulder right after that. Do you know what it could possibly be?
Let me take a look. Oh, brother.
What? What is it?
It could be nothing, really. No need to worry. Just make sure that you show this to the doctor when you see him, all right?
All right.
So, are there any other questions you...
Other creatures.
If vampires are real, does this mean other fairy tales are?
You'll have to be more specific than that.
Rusalkas? Domovoys? Ghosts?
The hell's a Rusalka and a Domovoy?
Yes. No. Yes. We'll spend all night here if we keep talking about flora and fauna. If you want my advice, focus on yourself first. That always ends up working for me. So, are there any other...
Carry on.
I suppose that's it for the time being.
Perfect. If you don't mind me asking, what do you make of all this? I take it you've done a couple laps around the ballroom. Learned a little more about what it's like to be one of us.
Keeping an open mind.
Well, I'm obviously still in shock, but
Yes?
from a scientific perspective, I have to admit I'm curious. This is certainly a unique condition we are in. I'd love to learn more about it for my studies.
I'm impressed. I can certainly see now why the doctor chose you as his apprentice. All right. Have you read Thunderstorm?
Not sure.
I'm not so sure. Why?
Well, unlike Katerina in the play, you no longer need to wonder why people can't fly.
Whoa! He turned into a bat!
How did you do that?
I want to be a bat.
By sheer will, Lisa. It's very simple.
How are you even talking with me in such a state?
That's yet another benefit of being one of us.
It's so cute!
We can project our thoughts into people's minds. I prefer it, really. I find normal speech kind of primitive.
Why don't you do it all the time then?
I'd love to, but you don't want to get too used to it and scare a human by accident. Now, why don't you try it? Let's see what kind of bat you are.
Oh no. Okay, to access vampire various stuff. Okay, so this one. Alrighty. Oh, she can do like 4 things. 3 are locked, but...
Goodness!
I'm so cute! Look at me!
Isn't this a hoot? Come on, I'll show you around.
I feel like my arms would get tired though. Bat indicator in the bottom left of the screen informs whether bat shifting is currently possible. To land while in bat shape, descend on the surface from above until a landing circle appears underneath you. Whoa! Oh, that didn't work. I don't know how to get down.
Seems
There we
like
go.
you're catching on. Follow me.
Woo! So cool, man.
I can't believe I'm actually flying.
Whee!
All this talk about death, but don't you feel more alive than you ever have right now?
There we go.
Shh. There. Look.
If only I have 3 coins to my name, then I'd show 'em.
Well, he's drunk.
They'd all see.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A drunk peasant?
What I wanted to show you is how to use your new powers. Meet Trophime. He is the Countess's former serf, now custodian and coachman. Among other things, he makes sure no one goes in or out of here without her permission. Important man. Now, come with me. How is life, Trophime?
My lord, is that you? Or the bottle you gave me? Highest quality. Much obliged.
I can see that. It's nearly empty already. All right, enough pleasantries. Watch this.
What happened to him? Is he all right?
He is fine. We call this enchantment.
What does enchantment do, exactly?
It makes people tranquil. While they are in trance, they don't feel pain or have a clear memory of what happened.
Like
Is it
anesthesia?
like anesthesia?
In a way. I bet you this fellow in the States who invented it is a vampire.
You mean William Morton?
Mm-hmm. I heard the doctor was toying with that idea before the discovery. He was not happy the Americans figured it out first.
So they don't remember anything once they're enchanted?
Not quite. They may not remember what happened, but they won't forget how you made them feel.
Sounds like a subject for some awkward conversations.
You don't know the half of it yet. You'll see.
How do I enchant someone?
So, how do I enchant someone? I don't know if I can whistle like you.
Don't worry. Whistling is just for me. It's like a cure for the hiccups. Everybody has their own way. When you need it, it will come to you.
Does this mean you can just come up to anybody and make them tranquil?
In theory, but it's not quite that simple. Firstly, they have to like you, an important condition. Without it, the charm won't work. Secondly, you should only do it to humans.
So it doesn't work on other vampires?
I didn't say that.
Hmm?
There are rumors that the best of the best can indeed enchant their own kind. But I don't even know if the Countess has that kind of power. Besides, this would certainly not be considered ethical by our vampire brothers and sisters.
I bet they wouldn't mind to have that power, though.
Oh, without a doubt.
So why would you want to enchant someone?
I thought you might ask that. There are two main reasons. One, people in a trance are easily suggestible. You can use that to influence their thoughts and opinions.
Okay. They do anything
When
I
you say influence their thoughts, does this mean they will do anything I say?
Only within reason, of course, especially when you are a beginner. Impression is a delicate art and takes a lot of practice.
What is the second reason?
And what is the second reason?
I think you already know.
Oh no. It just looked like he headbutted him.
What have you done?
I just opened him up for you. Don't worry, he'll be just fine unless we bleed him dry. Come here. It's time for you to learn how to feed.
I don't know if I'm ready.
You're as ready as you'll ever be.
How do I turn?
Just relax and let your instincts take over. It will come naturally.
Okay, turn to a vampire. Ooh.
My mouth, it's bleeding.
Already?
Of course, I forgot to warn you. Sorry. Don't worry, it's normal. That happens when your fangs are out for the first time. It will recover in a minute.
Oh boy.
His skin smells like wild berries. But not just the smell. The promise of warmth that draws you. The promise of being whole. I want to feel it on my teeth, in my body.
Will you just stick your fangs in him and be done with it?
No, I can't do this. I don't think I can do it. I'm sorry.
All right. But if the Countess asks, promise you'll say that you've done it. I don't want to get in trouble because you chickened out.
I promise.
Remember, you have to learn to do it to survive. I better get back to my other errands. Don't want to get my tunic wet. Do you remember the way back?
I do. Hussar? Thank you for your help. I had a rough day and it means a lot to me.
Don't mention it. I ended up having a decent time myself. I'll see you soon.
It's actually kind of nice.
I should get back to the manor and talk with the Countess. I'll process this all later. Where will I live? What's next? There's so much I have to sort out first. But first, Hussar said I can influence someone who is enchanted. I should try it on Trophine.
Okay.
Can you hear me, Trophine? Here is something I'd like you to do.
Drink
We'll
less.
start pacing your drinking.
Interesting. I probably have to turn back into a bat, huh?
It's too dark. I can't quite make out what's inside the shed.
Okay. Whee! Who's screaming? What the hell?
What was that? Looks like the banquet is over. Someone is still inside, though.
Watch. They probably fed on that dude.
I don't understand.
There's
How
a
could
doll.
this even happen?
You have no self-control at all.
It's Petya's doll, Matilda. This is so unsettling.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure what happened.
What is this?
My God.
I knew it. He'd be a buffet.
What the hell happened here?
It's all Victoria's fault. I told her he's almost empty, but she wouldn't listen.
What do you want from me? I was starving, and you two barely left me anything.
Doesn't matter now. We drained a man. Not anywhere, but at the Countess's manor. Someone is going to fry for this, and it sure as hell won't be me.
Are you mad? No one is going to be executed for this. He's just a human.
You monsters. How could you do this?
And who are you exactly?
That's right. Hasn't been a vampire for 5 minutes and thinks she knows everything.
Oh boy.
Come with me, my dear. This is not your mess to sort out. Those morons. I knew I couldn't leave them alone with him.
I just can't seem to make sense of it. I talked with Petya not even an hour ago.
I'm so sorry. He didn't need to die today.
What happens now?
Well, the Countess won't like this one bit. I can tell you that much.
Is she sympathetic to humans?
I wouldn't say that. However, she doesn't like murders being linked up to her property. She will find her way out of this, no doubt. But those three in the ballroom, we'll have to see.
Back in the room, they said someone will be fried. What does that mean?
I don't know if you've heard this yet, but we can't be in the sun. It destroys us.
I did read about that in the folk tales.
The stories are true. Sometimes it's used as a form of capital punishment for our kind.
What do you think will happen to those three outside?
Murdering a human, sadly, isn't a big crime in our community. I don't think it will come to that. If I had my guess, I'd say they will get their fangs dulled for troubling the Countess. They will grow back after a month or two, but before then, they will have to feed solely on Cabernet, and it isn't cheap.
What if they can't afford it?
They will just have to find a way. Some take loans, some steal. Without blood, we are like humans without water.
Arbin?
Yes?
Do you know what will happen to me now? I don't even know who I am anymore. What do I do? Where do I live?
I understand it's not an easy day. We all went through this at some point. All the answers will come at the right time. For now, you just need to wait it out till someone sends for you.
I must admit, I feel quite restless.
Listen, not many of us might say this to you, so I want to do it. Being one of us doesn't just mean hurting people for your own benefit. It doesn't have to be. To me, it means that I have an eternity to become better, learn from my mistakes, absorb the knowledge about the world.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
You know, the Countess has a wonderful library over here. Why don't you grab a book and use this time to learn something new? Perfection comes in little steps.
Thank you for all your help and kindness, Arbin. It feels really good to have a friend around here.
I know it can't be easy for you right now in all this madness. It's hard to adjust. I learned that the hard way. Trust me. Here, I want you to have this.
What you giving me? Small vial with blood. Sustains you for a day.
This should give you a little boost when you need it. Clear your head. It's not going to last long, but it will give you a little peace of mind for the time being. I should go now, my dear. You know where to find me. Next time, a drink at my bar is on me.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Okay, books. Read a book. Oh wow, we got options. On the origin of species. A work of scientific literature that is considered to be a foundation of evolutionary biology. It introduced scientific theory that population evolves over the course of generations through a process of natural selection. Prince takes up history and politics. Okay. A Gothic novella by Irish author. Literature and poetry. We'll do that. You'll think me cruel, very selfish, but love is always selfish. The more ardent, the more selfish. The fuck? Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to do...
I should see what all this ruckus is about.
Now what? You will make choices in Cabernet, some of little and some of big consequences. You will not always know which one is which. Some of those consequences will be marked on the screen by this symbol.
This is fresh. What in the world caused this?
What, did another death happen?
They must have taken Petya's body away. Lord only knows what they'll do to it.
Okay. Is she okay?
My God, what happened here?
Idiots being punished for their own stupidity.
Did you kill them?
I took that snake's fangs out. We'll see how she does now. I wasn't sure what to do when I saw him, but then I thought about something you said earlier.
Really? What was it?
That mortal life has the same value as eternal existence. I don't know if it's true, but it certainly helped me find my rage. Still, this isn't going to bring him back.
Sorry about
I'm
Petya.
so sorry about Petya. He seemed like such a nice boy.
It was always a risk. Life goes on. Whatever it is we have. But thank you. You must be curious about what happens to you now.
Kind of. Are you a mind reader?
I'd be lying if I said otherwise.
The way it works is that you get assigned to the one who turned you for the apprenticeship. I believe you are the doctor's disciple.
I don't really remember much before I woke up. The doctor. He was a traveling doctor that came to the city, wasn't he? He was a vampire?
He certainly was. It will all come back eventually. Don't worry about it now. Countess has a coachman, Trofim. He will take you to the doctor's place in town. He is rough around the edges, but you can learn a lot from him.
May I speak with the Countess herself?
You need to be a little more important for that to happen. Trust me, she'll send for you soon. She has errands for us all. You will be no exception.
I'll be ready whenever she needs me.
Like a good dog, aren't you? You should go. Trophime will be waiting for you, and the sun is not getting any lower. I've unlocked the door by the balcony. It'll lead you to the stairs and outside.
Okay.
Hey,
Carriage to
Lisa.
town.
Yes?
Never mind.
All right then.
I can't insist.
By the
damn
way, I've been meaning to ask you. Could you please take this ugly doll with you? I can't keep looking into its dead eyes.
Does it remind you of Petya?
Just take it with you, please.
All right, I will.
Thanks. I'll,
See me around. Alright, take the doll.
I swear it just blinked.
That's creepy. Favorite creation of deceased Petya. Now, how do I get out exactly? To here? And that was the end of that. This is actually a very interesting game, so I'll probably wishlist it. And until next time, bye guys. See you in the next one.